A little bit different angle. Hey, what's up, world? I am making a video today and I'm excited. And yeah, the main reason is I've been waiting almost all year for this part of the season and this part of the year to start waking up and coming to life. Out here in Arizona, it's monsoon season. So from about July to September, give or take, we get these storms that brew up from the heat basically coming off of the ground. What happens is it gets hot. It gets really hot here in Arizona. Upwards of 120 degrees, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And when the ground heats up, you basically get this convection of hot air going up into the atmosphere. Well, every once in a while, certain months of the year, we get moisture coming down from Mexico, out of the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean, that kind of pushes north. And when that happens, it mixes with that hot air convection, and at a very high altitude starts pushing up and, you know, creating some condensation and creating the clouds. The ceilings actually on these, the bottom of the cloud actually, is probably at about 10,000 feet. Most of the time it's a lot lower than that. Most of the places around the world, most of the places around the US. But out here, it's such a high ceiling that it creates phenomenal photographs because you get a lot of separation between the cloud and the ground. So a lot of the times you'll get one major storm, not even storm, one cloud producing a lot of rain, and the downpour comes down in a kind of an hourglass type shape. And if you get the right picture from the right angle with the right background and stuff like that, it looks like a nuclear bomb going off, because the shape of the cloud looks like the top of a mushroom cloud, and then you get that hourglass type of shape in the rain. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that today. Probably not. Those are kind of rare to get that isolated storm like that, but they're pretty cool when you get it. Today I'm going for lightning. I'm gonna give it a shot. The skies are looking fairly promising, and there's definitely some monsoon action out there. I'll show you here real quick on my phone that the monsoons usually build up from the south down by Tucson, and they go in a north to northwest pattern. Sometimes they come out of the northeast, sometimes they come out of the east, sometimes they come out of the west, but for the most part they come from the south. So I'm going to go ahead and plan on that. I'm going to look at my radar here, kind of see what it's going to offer. I'm going to try to pick a place. Actually, right now it's mostly out on the east side, but it should be slowly coming over to the west. It's kind of a guessing game. You never really know where they're going to pop up, because it'll be blue skies 1 second and then poof, it pops up a cloud, and you never know. I'm going to go to one place that's fairly reliable on it. Hopefully I'll be able to get something over on the north side. For now, I'm going to go ahead and give this AC kicking because it's freaking hot. I'm going to stop and get a drink, and I need to get my vape, and I think it's in my garage. So I'm going to go stop by my garage real quick, see if I can find my vape, stop, get a soda, and hit the road. You ready, Cass? You ready, girl? All right, let's do this. I actually went and rode to work today, this morning, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't get too much rain then, because this bike, I'm telling you what, is not very good in the rain. The way the front fender is on it, it just sprays road grime and everything right up on you. But I don't care. I will ride in the rain, I will ride in the snow, I will ride in a Dr. Seuss book. I will ride with green eggs and ham. I will ride, I will ride. All right, let's go. probably gonna be a little bit windy, but I just drove for a little while, and I'm a little bit early, I suppose. I think it's about 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock or so. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock is about the best time to go get lightning, which is what I'm going for. So one thing is you want to basically be in the right place at the right time. You want to plan it out. A lot of people say that they have like in the storm type lightning, which I don't really see all that much, honestly. I think most of the time when you see it inside the storm, it's behind the storm and you're just looking through it. And what you're gonna see when you get the behind the storm lightning is just basically the clouds lighten up. You'll hear the thunder and the crackling and stuff like that, but you're not getting the defined bolts. So you need to position yourself in that place to be able to get unobstructed views of the lightning. So I'm gonna have to find that out. I got a storm kind of coming in a little bit. You know, I'm a little bit early. I might have to go ahead and run back away from the storm and cut north. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna plan it out. You really don't know till it starts happening. But I'm just gonna give a little pan around, and hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of this. There's a cloud right there kind of forming if I don't blow it out completely with the sun. But there's a lot of cumulus clouds, and what I'm looking for is the cumulonimbus. Now that one's kind of exploding. What you want to look for is basically a pillar that goes up. Once it hits, I don't know if it's the stratosphere or what part of the atmosphere that it hits, but there's a density thing or something like that, it shelves off. Can't go any higher, so it hits it and just kind of spreads, and it makes it look like an anvil. A lot of people call them anvil clouds, but that's the cumulonimbus. That is the mother of all clouds out here. Now I know there's like some shelf clouds and stuff like that in the Midwest that produce all the tornadoes, but these can produce tornadoes as well. So not so much out here. We don't get tornadoes. Once in a great while we'll get one, but so we're looking for that. It's a nice mix of stuff here. We got some cirrus clouds. We got some altocumulus, some nice mid-range dark clouds up over here. Just a nice mix. Now if you look back that way, that's where the storm is. Back behind there, it's starting to explode. So you want the height on the clouds. That's the main thing. And you can basically see the radar just by looking at the clouds. There's not much of a difference. A lot of people look at a radar and they have a little misconception about it. You see the colors, the green, dark green, yellow, red, purple, white, and all those different shades of the colors. Most people are under the impression that that is rainfall. And actually, it's not rain, it's the height of the cloud. That's what the Doppler readout is measuring, is the height and the density of the cloud. The higher the cloud, usually the more the rain. It's pretty predictable. Yeah, you want those big pillars. So, I mean, even since I've been here, here's this nice altocumulus right there. It's cumulus, or altonimbus, I guess is what it would be. I'm a little rusty on my cloud terminology, but a nimbus cloud is a rain-producing cloud. So that one right there, you can probably sit here and watch it. I can see it with my own eyes. It's just exploding upward. So the higher that gets, the more moisture is going to be in there, and we're going to get some rainfall out of that at some point. Now I'll go back and I'm going to show you real quick on the radar. They'll pop up and die, pop up, die. Right where I'm sitting at right now, no storms. They're south of here, east, north, not really much west, because they're going that direction. You can be sitting in a place that has no storms at all, and in 5 minutes being a complete downpour with 70-mile-an-hour winds. All right, so I'm back in my truck real quick, and I was bringing up the point that you can see these just pop up, explode, drop a whole bunch of rain, and disappear. So I'm going to show you real quick on my radar. I can't get that close with this camera, but you might be able to get an idea. So, yeah, just take a look here real quick. This is the radar. Of course, I'm that blue dot. Can't get too close, but if you look right by the Z in Arizona, I know this is going to be a little bit blurry. You can see one kind of build up, combine, and then dead. Nothing. A little bit of red, 2 storms come together, and then dead. So that's kind of like where I'm looking over here. This one's dying out. I thought it was going to be a big rainstorm and all that, but it's already dying. So I mean, it's 3:40 right now. I'm looking at 6:40 is when I'm going to be looking for lightning. Nothing even exists right now of what I'm going to be looking for, so I can't predict anything on this radar yet. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and chill out a little bit more, continue chilling on the chill pill, and kind of wait it out and just enjoy it. But I wanted to show you that real quick about the radar. So that's what I was talking about on how these things pop up. It's a little bit different than a normal front or anything like that, or a low pressure that comes through. It's a lot more predictable that way. I mean, you can almost get it down to a 10-minute window on when that rain's going to start falling for you and when the lightning is going to be there. These monsoon storms, you never know, but they're also a lot more dramatic. So yeah, okay, I'll be back with you guys. All right, so I ended up going about 30 miles north because it was going to pass pretty much just right north of me. By the way it looked, at least on the radar. So it looks like I'm gonna kind of intercept it, but I had to stop real quick, and there's this mountain behind me, if you can see it. And I was just looking at it, and it was nice light. There was a rainbow going over the top of it, and I don't know exactly if I got the rainbow with the light. I was kind of hoping for that, but as the light got better, I think the rainbow disappeared. I'll see how it comes out in post-processing, but yeah, there are storms everywhere. I mean, just amazing. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. Give you a quick little pan around. And there's a nice storm over there, but it's probably, I don't know, I'd say that's probably about 60 miles away. But these skies are just amazing. I know it's a little bit windy right now, but yeah, still kind of waiting. I haven't seen one lightning bolt yet. So, I don't know, hopefully it produces the last 3 or 4 nights. It's been real good with lightning. Absolutely stunning, huh? All right, cool. See you soon. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best here, but ended up going to a pretty good spot. And sure enough, skies came alive. That's pretty good lightning, mostly cloud to cloud. So not really getting a lot of positive bolts, but there were a couple of them there. And sorry if this is kind of bumpy and loud, but I'm doing 70, almost 80 miles an hour. Well, for legal sake, I'm doing 55 miles an hour down the freeway right now, and following some people I met out there, some fellow storm chasers that were going for the same thing that I was going for. They have some pretty good apps. One I'm going to download. It's called Radar Scope, I believe is the name of it. So from what I got to see from it, it's an amazing app. If you are into chasing lightning or storms, clouds, any information on the weather, any kind of severe weather, it's definitely the app to have. It's got it all. So anyway, I learned a lot from that, and we got with a group of about 4 people, and I'm heading south because that's where it's blowing up right now. So I'm gonna have some pictures to share, some lightning pictures. The lightning is just going off right next to me right now. Absolutely amazing. So it's a bumpy road, so I'm not gonna keep recording. And I'll get back when it's a smoother ride. All right, peace. Having a blast. Check it out.